Take a break from your busy schedule and join Harold Sala for Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living.
In spite of how many words are written and how much verbiage fills the air, communicating accurately and clearly is one of our greatest needs today. At times, it's hard to say what you really mean. That fact was illustrated by some of the comments an insurance adjuster collected from his accident reports. For example, one person wrote, "The guy was all over the road. I had to swerve a number of times in order to hit him." Another letter, one addressed to a government official, read, "I am sending you my marriage certificate and 6 children." Some of the letters and emails which come to us broadcasters are descriptive but not entirely accurate. One lady wrote, "You will never know what your programs have meant to my husband since he lost his mind." But the one that makes you stop and think is the letter which read, "Each one of your programs seems to be better than the next one," which would mean there was room for improvement. A nun in a convent in the Philippines sent us an invitation to visit her. She told how she enjoyed hearing the commentary you're listening to right now, and then wrote, "We have a swimming pool, so bring your swimsuit. And if you don't have one, that's okay too." Then there was the woman who was in Europe, and she visited the Diamond Mart in Amsterdam. She found a beautiful diamond necklace, but thought she had better touch base with her husband before she bought it. She texted him. She asked if he approved. He immediately texted back, "No price too high." The comma after the word "no," however, was missing. Actually, he should have put an exclamation point meaning, "No, the price is too high." But she interpreted his message as meaning, "No price is too high for you." Undoubtedly, there were some words spoken upon her return that are best not to put in print. While all of us are born with nonverbal communication skills, to succeed, you must learn to say precisely what you mean. And I am convinced that every person can learn to communicate. Why bother? 3 reasons. 1, to relate to people, you have to know how to express the thoughts and feelings of your heart. The greatest single problem in marriage is our inability to communicate our thoughts and feelings. The reality is it is more difficult for men to communicate than their wives. Women find it easier to express themselves than their husbands. 2, to succeed in almost any field today demands the ability to communicate your ideas and concepts clearly and accurately. Communicating clearly and persuasively is necessary to succeed. 3, then there is another powerful reason you need to know how to communicate if you are a Christian: to share your faith as a believer. To do that, you need to know how to express yourself. Prayer is a means of communicating with your Heavenly Father. But unlike communicating with people, He knows the intent of what you are saying. He loves you and understands. He will never say, "Sorry, your message isn't quite clear," but rather He sees your heart, and He knows the need of your life, and He responds to your feeble cry according to His will in a manner that you know He is the one who hears and answers prayer. Think about it.
You've just heard Dr. Harold Sala with Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living. If you would like to listen to the program again, download a copy, subscribe to our e-commentary, or view other resources, visit guidelines.org. We would like to hear from you too. You can email us at info@guidelines.org. That's info@guidelines.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to join us again for the next edition of Guidelines.